Welcome to another edition of the most consistent, prolific, and dedicated uploads in YouTube's history. This is the dynamic Sean's View Entertainment right here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe with an explosive backstage update as it concerns what we saw last night on Raw during the Divas segment with Stephanie McMahon, AJ Lee, Paige, the Bella Twins. You know what happened. You know what went down. But you know what? Even though this is building towards a Divas angle between Nikki and Brie Bella, the Divas Championship, Paige involved in it, what really caught my eye was AJ Lee and Stephanie McMahon at the end of the segment. That was worth watching. That was worth getting into. That was a positive vibe. And there is now details concerning that and why the WWE did that with AJ and Stephanie McMahon. Now, I seen on last night's Raw, by all indications, WWE is going to be slowly building towards a Stephanie McMahon versus AJ Lee program. Apparently, this was something that was supposed to happen several months back, all the way back to a year before. But WWE went against the idea, but it's once again back on the table. There is rumors that the match could happen at Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, or WrestleMania next year, but it could also happen as soon as Hell in a Cell this year on the WWE Network. One of the things WWE seems to be hell-bent on doing is pushing all Divas on TV, because Total Divas is once again coming back on TV next Sunday. Plus, they want to bring more prestige to the Divas Championship at the same time, which could explain why the Divas had such a significant amount of time on Raw last night. And, you know, everybody got their say, everybody got their 2 cents in. But once again, like I said, my focus right now isn't really on the Brie Bella, Nikki Bella thing. I want to see Stephanie and AJ go at it, because I know that this could be a great match. We saw what Stephanie McMahon is capable of. We know what AJ Lee can do in that ring. We know how she can perform. We know how Stephanie McMahon's mic work to AJ Lee's mic work. We know the mannerisms. We know the mind games. We know the drama that could unfold. And I guarantee you that Stephanie and AJ would bring a whole new meaning to the Divas division. And Stephanie McMahon is not even a consistent diva. Hell, should she even be considered a diva? She works behind the scenes and she still outperforms the divas that are actually wrestlers. How does that work? How does that translate? But you know what? I am all for Stephanie McMahon and AJ Lee feuding, because it would be top-notch. The sells, the job, everything that goes into this feud would be awesome. And I remember a little over a year ago, actually I think it was in this very month, that the WWE began hinting at an AJ Lee Stephanie McMahon feud, but for one reason or another it never happened. And that's a sad state of affairs, because it damnly well should have, because there is money, there is honor, there is respect, there is importance, there's intrigue, there's a lot of things that ride. There's an emotion between Stephanie McMahon and AJ Lee. They will set the bar at an all-time high. Hell, I say put the Divas Championship on the line. Imagine seeing AJ Lee wrap up Stephanie McMahon in the Black Widow. Imagine seeing Stephanie McMahon put AJ Lee in the Pedigree. Imagine all the things, all the scenes, all the simulations. Imagine all the stimulation that you could get from Stephanie McMahon locking horns with AJ Lee in what would be one of the most monumental Divas matches of all time. We're talking the Trish Stratuses. We're talking about the leaders. We're talking about the feuds. We're talking about the significance. We're talking about the importance. We're talking about everything that is not with the Divas division nowadays, what it could be again, and what it should be down the line. That's what Stephanie McMahon and AJ Lee can bring to the damn program. They can establish their prominence, the dominance, everything that exists with Stephanie McMahon, not only behind the scenes, not only in the ring, but outside the ring as well. She brings a different feeling. She brings a different energy. And we all know what AJ Lee can bring to the table. We know exactly what AJ Lee is capable of. And that's what makes Stephanie McMahon versus AJ Lee all that more interesting. Just that little interaction between Stephanie and AJ and that little stare down was a hell of a lot better than most of the stuff that we saw out of that entire Divas segment. You can trash and thrash and criticize Stephanie McMahon all you want for taking up TV time or taking time away from the younger superstars. But the bottom line is, she's just as good on the mic and in the ring as those younger superstars. That's the God truth. Subscribe.